There are cracks appearing at the back for Liverpool Football Club. And in the last two games, we have seen two Liverpool defeats. Another very controversial decision in the Champions League, a penalty given to Galatasaray, which was converted from the spot by Victor Osimhen. But Arne Slot, some of these tactics, playing Frimpong at right wing for 45 minutes, hooking off Florian Wirtz when he was one of the most creative players, and an injury crisis. Ekitike and Alisson are most likely now going to miss the Chelsea game. Are there cracks appearing? Should Liverpool fans be panicking? Is this time for concern, or is this just a little bump in the road? Is this just a little speed bump, which eventually will get back on the straight and narrow for Liverpool? We're going to break it all down. Make sure you go down, drop a like on the video. Make sure you check out the Tottenham match reaction as well, in which was a catastrophic performance from us. Make sure you go down and hit that subscribe button as well. The road to 100,000 subscribers is well and truly on. We're just over 800 subscribers away, which is just absolutely insane from 80,000. But listen, Liverpool tonight, I didn't watch all of the game. I've only just finished watching the extended highlights because I was watching the Spurs game. So if I do miss anything, I hold my hands up. I apologize. Please let me know down below if I do. Now, I want to start by looking at the Galatasaray lineup. Some familiar names to a lot of people. Ilkay Gundogan, Lucas Torreira, Davinson Sanchez, and of course, their number 9 is a game changer, Victor Osimhen. Lamina, I believe, as well, was in the Premier League at Southampton. I would say it's a good side. It's not a great side. They've got a hell of a lot of quality up front. I believe on the bench. Did they have Leroy Sané on the bench as well? No, he was there. He didn't come on, though. Liverpool's lineup. Now, Frimpong, I want to say this right now, cannot be starting on the right wing in a Champions League game. This tactic from Arne Slot ends there. If you want to go on and win the league title, if you want to go on and win the Champions League, you play him at right back. Yes, he is a wing back. He's a wing back, though, in a system that plays in a back three. I understand in possession at times, Liverpool can go to a 3 at the back where Gravenberch drops deeper. But for me, he cannot play there anymore. Like, we've seen it tonight. It didn't really work. Move on. Konate tonight. Not great by any stretch of the imagination. Now, one thing that I am happy to criticize Arne Slot in, and you can praise him at times, when players aren't playing well, he hooks them off. But Konate, the last 2 games, has not been great. He has not been great by any stretch of the imagination. Any stretch of the imagination. You look at that Liverpool front line. So there's no Salah. There's no Alexander Isak. Ekitike has been Liverpool's best attacker this season. Goes up injured. Cody Gakpo was okay. I wouldn't say it was his best game by any stretch. I think the best 2 players, I think Curtis Jones was probably Liverpool's best player. But man, we'll get into the penalty in a minute. The fact they've lost Ekitike and Alisson. Now, I haven't actually seen the injury, so I don't know the severity of them. But let's just say they miss a few games. Liverpool's run of games is not easy. And I said this before the Crystal Palace game, that they have got tough fixtures coming their way. And so far, they've lost 2 in a row for the first time under Arne Slot, I think. 2 in a row this season. Sorry, no, they lost 2 in a row last year and ended up beating AC Milan and then going on an unbelievable run. Chelsea away. I mean, Chelsea at the moment aren't that great. I do expect Liverpool to get something. But Frankfurt away next in the Champions League. They got Brentford away, which isn't an easy game. Man United, they should spank. After that, they've got Palace, Villa, Madrid, City, Forest, and PSV. Now, this Liverpool team at the moment, it looks very, 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 very up and down, especially the last 2 games. The Southampton game as well, in the League Cup, they actually had a lot of chances. And at the end, maybe could have got something. It was an Ekitike goal, but he gets himself sent off. Now, the penalty decision, like, if that's in the Premier League, in my opinion, I don't think that's given. However, the rules in the Champions League, they aren't as strict as they are in the Premier League. They're a lot more lenient than they are in the Premier League. It's given. It's not a great penalty from Victor Osimhen, and it's dispatched. However, how many times, again, did we see Liverpool? Like, they're not, at the moment, they are not a clinical side. 16 shots, 4 on target. More possession, which you expect. High passing accuracy, which you expect. But, like, Galatasaray, when they got that penalty, I thought, like, I just didn't think Liverpool would score tonight. I don't know what it is. Frimpong starting right wing. Florian Wirtz not really making he was better tonight, but not, got that decent volley in the second half. But like, look at the match stats. They got that goal, Galatasaray, and they just made it hard to break down. With these injuries, if Alisson is out for quite a bit of time, and so is Ekitike, I don't know if Alexander Isak, as it stands right now, is up to speed to play a full 90 or play 85 minutes for the next 2 or 3 games. Then you got the international break, which doesn't help because you want to, if they don't get the right result against Chelsea, you want to kind of, move that. You want to get back to winning ways as soon as you can. The second half, the substitutions from Arne Slot, you know what he's like. He normally makes them pretty early. Should Liverpool have been awarded the penalty at the end? They couldn't deal with an Ilkay Gundogan press. McAllister comes on for Ekitike because, of course, the injury. Bradley comes on for Frimpong. And he slots in at right back. Isak comes on in the 62nd minute. Only had 5 touches of the ball between the 62nd and 90th minute. Salah comes on for Gakpo. And, of course, Mamardashvili comes on for Alisson. Those were the only substitutions that were made in the game. And I don't think Liverpool, the last 2 games, have been that great. Now, the next games in the Champions League, they've got Real Madrid, Frankfurt, and PSV. Frankfurt, not that great. They should comfortably beat them. They've lost back-to-back games in the Champions League, 5-1, 1 at home, 1 away. They got absolutely battered tonight by Atletico Madrid. I do think Liverpool will come back to winning ways very, very soon. But right now, there's problems. Arne Slot said he needs to go. He may have to go back to Plan B or Plan A. Sorry. Right now, I don't think they were that great. I'll be honest with you. I don't think Liverpool were great tonight. They is there a notion that they can't win without Mohamed Salah? You look at should people be calm? I think Liverpool fans should still be calm. It's only 2 defeats in the grand scheme of things. One thing I will say, though, is looking at the Premier League table, if Arsenal go on to beat West Ham on Saturday, that puts big pressure on Liverpool in the 5:30 kickoff. Massive pressure because Arsenal would go a point clear because of the goal difference is obviously better as well, which would mean Liverpool would have to go in the 5:30 kickoff and beat Chelsea. Now, if Liverpool do lose this game, it'll be 3 defeats in a row and back-to-back defeats in the Premier League. Then you head into an international break, which means that defeat is going to hang over your head, just like it hanged over the heads of the Arsenal players and the Arsenal fans when they lost to Liverpool. There's going to be lots of chops and changes during this Premier League title race. There's going to be lots of different twists and turns. But right now, Arne Slot has to fix something. Conceding a lot of goals. Conceded 1 tonight. Conceded 2 against Atletico Madrid. Conceded 2 against Crystal Palace. 1 against Southampton. 1 against Everton. 2 against... They haven't kept a clean sheet in 5 games. Atletico Madrid, Everton, Southampton, Palace, and Galatasaray. Now, I did say this defense would have problems. I didn't think it would be this bad, though. And if Alisson Becker is out for a long time, who knows? Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'll be back tomorrow. I am out.